In today's video, I have 13 different types of Pringles that I am going to be trying out for you guys today. I'm extremely excited to do this, so if you enjoy, be sure and leave a like, comment down below, and if you're brand new to the channel, subscribe with notification bell turned on. That way you do not miss a single upload of mine. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. In today's video, I am going to be ranking a whole bunch of different Pringles. So we have S tier, A tier, B tier, C, D. You know how it works. And I've got 13 different flavors. I'm really kind of surprised that my Walmart carried this many flavors, but hey, it's cool. I'm just going to start right off. Top of the list, we have the original. I haven't broken the seal on any of these, so I got to open each and every one individually. First one. This is going to be the palate cleanser, the base flavor of Pringles. Original, always really solid, never too intensely flavorful, but I mean the original, you can't really ask for more. It's literally just a base chip and salt. I mean, there's not much to the original. You know, they're gonna be A tier just because they're original, they're classic. You can't really go wrong with original. The next one we got is sour cream and onion. Again, I haven't broken the seal, so this is whatever. All right, next one up we have sour cream and onion. Pop this off here. Oh boy, what has happened? Sour cream and onion. Oh. Dude, Pringles sour cream and onion is so good. There's something about Pringles sour cream and onion versus any other sour cream and onion that just something the way the flavor works with the style of chip. It's like dried potatoes or crushed potatoes, some different type of potatoes. They're potato chips, but they're not traditional just thin slices of potatoes. They're crushed, I think, or something. That's super good. That goes in the S tier. Sour cream and onion Pringles, S tier for me. That is, my goodness, that's actually delicious. Oh my gosh. Apparently, the can glows in the dark. There's only one way to find out. Okay, it's still pretty light, but oh well. Next flavor we have is the cheddar cheese Pringles. Now these, I feel like these are the ones, these are the kind of flavor that you can only eat 2 or 3 at a time before it gets so unusually cheesy. They look good. They're not bad. They're pretty classic. I mean, obviously not my first choice, definitely, but as far as cheddar cheese taste goes, it's pretty good. I would say not on the level of sour cream and onion. I want to give it a B tier just because you can only eat a few of these before they get kind of old, you know? Really the allure of them doesn't last very long for me, so I'll eat 2 or 3 and then I'll be done. Now this fourth flavor, cheddar and sour cream, this is me and Maddie's personal favorite. This is a good freaking Pringles. And it's basically sour cream and onion mixed with the cheddar one, but minus the onion and the, cheddar and sour cream. Honestly, personally, as far as Pringles go, that's gonna go just a hair below sour cream and onion. So that's gonna be another A tier one, but it's a high, an A plus tier, you know? It's still superior to most Pringles, but not quite S. The next one we have is ranch. Now, I'm going to assume that this is more Cool Ranch type, but not quite. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in 2 seconds when I eat it, the chip. That's not at all what I was expecting. It tastes more like actual ranch. It's not Cool Ranch, it's ranch. It's got it's ranch dip and onion. It's got, look at this. It's got the ranch dip chip and onion chip wicks. It's very ranchy. Not bad though. It's a solid B. The next one is, I'm anticipating this one to be absolutely delicious, but the pizza Pringles. I mean, this is one, I feel you either love them or you hate them. I mean, at the end of the day, there's this, I've had these very few times in my life, but the times that I've had them, I really enjoy them. Pizza flavored. It's hard to simulate pizza flavor too, especially if it's good pizza. You know, I feel the seasoning isn't nearly as strong as it once was back in the day, and you can barely taste the pizza. It's more the pizza it simulates is kind of like school pizza. If you ever had pizza at school, they serve a big tray of rectangle pizza. It's gonna taste like that, so nothing crazy. C tier is what it's gonna be for me for sure. The next one I'm a little bit worried about, salt and vinegar. I've never had a good experience with salt and vinegar chips, I have to say. You know, I'm a huge fan of chips. I love chips, as some of you guys might know, but salt and vinegar just doesn't quite sit right with me, especially if there's too much vinegar. So I'm hoping it's not insane. You never know. So we're gonna hop right into it. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, just so strong. Why? Vinegar just, you know? The vinegar is not nearly as intense as it smells, which is a plus for me. But the salt, they're not nearly as salty as I imagined they would be. They're basically, if you take original Pringles, wipe some of the salt off, dip them in vinegar. That's kind of what you get out of that, at least in my experience. This is gonna be the first D tier of the video. And purely because, obviously, they're better than I expected. I also expected to be no question D tier. So they're better in that aspect, but also they don't taste how they should taste to taste good, if that makes any sense. Next up, we have the last of the actual like original Pringles. This is barbecue, and you could win the ultimate fan cave. Barbecue, I have barbecue chips, you know, you always hold them, it seems like you always hold them to a higher standard because that classic barbecue flavor, it's always good. The top one's actually broken in half, which is kind of annoying because I got gypped out of half a chip. So, top barbecue chip, that's a nice barbecue flavor. Not like insanely sweet, it's more of a, not like a sweet, but like a dull sweetness. Nothing can compare to like Lay's barbecue. These are right, these are a B, for sure. These are for sure B. Next up, we have the Scorchin' Pringles. So we have Scorchin' Barbecue first, and then Scorchin' Cheddar next. So first we're gonna try the Scorchin' Barbecue. I would like to cleanse the palate though, because I feel like barbecue back to back with Scorchin' Barbecue isn't gonna work. All right, Scorchin' Barbecue. I'm hoping these are good. I think this is supposed to be hot. Hopefully it's not too terrible, but they looks kind of like me when I get a sunburn, you know? If the chip is my actual complexion, then the seasoning is my sunburn. They're a little weird, I have to say. It kind of tastes like hot Funyuns, but with less flavor, if that makes sense. Like, you know, with hot Funyuns, you get a Funyun flavor, like that oniony type of beat. But this is like, kind of like if you took a plain Lay's and made it flaming hot, which would not allow for very much flavor, I feel. This is just a D tier. I mean, it's hot, and that's about it. Like, it doesn't really have much extra flavor besides the heat. So, D tier. Our next up on the Scorchin' Cheddar. I mean, I can see this being like a spicy nacho kind of thing. I have high hopes for this one. I've also never had this. There's very few of these that I've ever actually eaten, but the chip itself looks almost identical to the other one, just maybe a little bit lighter on the red. So Scorchin' Cheddar. Something about Scorchin' just doesn't taste right. It's not as, you know, flavorful and delicious as Flamin' Hot. The Scorchin', it's just these are better. These are definitely better than the Scorchin' Barbecue, but they're just not quite like, you know, these are gonna be a C because they are a little bit better with the cheddar. The cheddar hot is better than the hot barbecue, to me at least. So they're gonna go in the C tier for sure, but I do think they still leave something to be desired. That being, you know, like a real definitive of flavor. Like you can taste the cheddar like right at the beginning, but after the beginning it's just hot. Alrighty, we're down to our last three, and all of these are of the wavy variety. So we have the wavy Moa burger, I think that's how you pronounce that. Wavy sweet and spicy barbecue, I've heard these are actually very good. And also the wavy fire roasted jalapeno, all of which are wavy, but I've only heard about the barbecue. So I'm excited to try that one. So first we have the Moa burger, which I don't really know what, it's apparently Halo themed. Hopefully it's decent. The wavy Lay's, or the wavy Pringles, I've actually never had them before, so maybe they're good, maybe they're terrible, I don't know. I've heard the texture is different though. I've heard the texture is slightly different and kind of is exciting. So texture is very different. Ooh, you know, I actually really like these. They give me a teriyaki vibe, which I really dig. And it's like, it kind of tastes like Panda Express, but in a chip, if that makes any sense at all. Like if you can kind of picture that in your head. It's like a Panda Express teriyaki chicken chip. And it's, you know, a burger flavor, so I don't think it's supposed to actually taste like teriyaki, but like, that's what I'm getting. Like, what's that on the bottom? That's like a saucy type of look. Maybe that is teriyaki supposed to be, anyway. I don't know. That's solid. That's an A tier. That's really freaking good. The next one we're on is the sweet and spicy barbecue wavy. Alright, so I think these are supposed to be semi-spicy again, but the wavy chip, I kind of dig how a little bit more crunchy it is. So that kind of adds another dimension. The sweet and spicy barbecue. Not bad. They're a little bit, I feel like the sweet and the spicy both are kind of muted in this chip, so it's not like overly sweet or overly spicy, which is a good thing, but I feel like there still could be more for each category. Like I feel like it could be sweeter and it could be spicier, and it would probably benefit from that. So that's gonna be B. And the very last one is the wavy fire roasted jalapeno. I do very much enjoy a good jalapeno chip, so I have a high expectation of this one because jalapeno chips are right up my alley. I really like them because a lot of times they're not too spicy, but they're very flavorful, and I really dig that. Smells like jalapeno. Now, my initial reaction is they taste very dry, and by that I mean, like, you know, there's such a thing as wet heat, and there's such a thing as dry heat. This is a dry jalapeno flavor. It's not bad. It's not overly pronounced, like make your eyes water spicy, but it is definitely a jalapeno flavor, and I feel like the fire roastedness has something to do with it. Not terrible, but it's definitely not like super amazing. Like all of these, I say they're not terrible, and you know they're not the best, but like I'll eat every single one of them. None of them are terrible. This one, I'm gonna probably put it around C, around B, C, upper C, lower B, that kind of area. So out of all these 13 Pringles, the best of the best for me was the sour cream and onion Pringles. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite Pringle is, and if you've tried all of these or any of these or none of these. Let me know what your favorite chip in general. Just let me know in the comments any sort of thoughts you guys might have. But that's all I have for this week's Sunday bonus video. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on it, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and make sure you have those notification bell turned on. That way you never miss an upload. But without further ado, guys, this has been GareTheBear. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time.